Hello, young friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Young friends, not for the last time, I am going to remind you that the thematic or perception test or the picture story writing test is the strongest test in the psychological test battery. And again, not for the last time, I'm sharing my observation that most of you have got a very incorrect, inappropriate, or non-professional opinion about how to go about the thematic or perception test, or how to go about with this picture story writing test, which is the strongest one. Young friends, allow me to ask a question to you. When a picture is projected on the screen, it stays there for 30 seconds. I want to ask you a question. How do you utilize those 30 seconds? मैं आपसे एक बहुत पॉइंटेड सवाल पूछ रहा हूं कि जब थीमेटिक अपरसेप्शन टेस्ट की कोई पिक्चर स्क्रीन पर आ जाती है और as per the instructions of the psychologist, it is going to stay for 30 seconds. तो आप उस 30 सेकेंड्स में क्या करते हैं? मुझे इसका जवाब मालूम है, क्योंकि 7-8 साल तक तो मैंने लगातार आपके डोजियर्स का असेसमेंट किया है, एंड फॉर सो मेनी इयर्स एज अ फ्रीलांसर ऑल्सो, एंड एज अ पार्ट ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूशंस, आई हैव बीन मेंटरिंग द यंग एस्पिरेंट्स एंड इवेल्युएटिंग देयर डोजियर्स. मुझे मालूम है majority, I'm repeating and repeating with conviction, majority is not utilizing those 30 seconds. 3 या 4 सेकेंड में immediately people they churn their thought processes, or as per one of my colleagues at Varanasi, he says that the moment candidates look at the picture, their mind goes on control F mode. Control F means find mode. Immediately they try to find out what from the list of the tasks and the various contents which they have rehearsed, usme se which one is going to be fitting in here. Young friends, एक बड़ा sad aspect है. You have got number of mentors, you have got number of YouTubers, but there's hardly anyone who says what is the utility of those 30 seconds. Why in thematic apperception test you are given a time of 30 seconds? Have you ever paid any attention to this fact? Fact to yahi hai, friends. Like in the next test, WAT, the moment the stimulus, you see a word, your time for responding starts then and there. You are not given a separate time to watch the stimulus. Similarly, in the SRT, you are given a booklet. Your reading time and your response time is included in the declared time. Now, coming to the interview, the interviewing officer doesn't give you even a second to understand the questions which he is putting to you. Similarly, in the group testing series as well, there are many tasks, and there's hardly a second even given to the candidates to understand the stimulus. But in TAT, we give you 30 seconds. Why? Friends, here, I, for one, will be reiterating, please utilize those 30 seconds in perceiving the picture first and then apply the apperception. Perception and apperception, this process is to be completed within 30 seconds. Now you'll ask me, sir, what is perception and what is apperception? तो मैंने वेरियस वीडियोस में ये चीज आपको एक्सप्लेन किया है कि दी अपरसेप्शन इज द नेक्स्ट स्टेज ऑफ परसेप्शन. और परसेप्शन क्या है? परसेप्शन ये है कि जब आप किसी भी फील्ड को, किसी भी पिक्चर को, किसी भी स्टिमुलस को जब आप रिसीव करते हैं थ्रू योर सेंसरी ऑर्गन्स, then your mind processes and it reaches a conclusion about that stimulus. मेरा ख्याल है कि कुछ ज्यादा ही टेक्निकल हो गया ना. चलो थोड़ा और सिंप्लीफाई करके बताते हैं. लेट्स से अभी आप मेरे इस बैकग्राउंड में, वर्चुअल बैकग्राउंड पीछे है, उसमें आप देख रहे हैं कि एक आर्मी टैंक है एंड देयर इज अ पर्टिकुलर लैंडस्केप. ठीक है, ये परसेप्शन, अगर आप लैंडस्केप देखते हैं और उसमें एक टैंक देखते हैं तो ये परसेप्शन है. इस परसेप्शन के बाद अगली चीज शुरू होती है जिसको हम लोग अपरसेप्शन बोलते हैं. अपरसेप्शन का मतलब अब इस एग्जाम्पल में देखते हैं कि ये टैंक यहां पर क्यों खड़ा है. इज इट गोइंग फॉर सम ऑपरेशंस और इज इट देयर ओनली फॉर डिस्प्ले? How many people are there inside the tank who are operating? What distance this tank is going to cover in its mission? वगैरह वगैरह. तो परसेप्शन, जब आपने इसको टैंक रिकॉग्नाइज कर लिया, इट्स परसेप्शन, बट द पर्पस विद विच इट इज देयर इन दिस सिचुएशन इज अ परसेप्शन. यंग फ्रेंड्स, किसी भी सिचुएशन में आपको तीन चीजें मिलती हैं. यू सी थ्री थिंग्स. कल भी मैंने बताया था अपने वीडियो में, और भी जगह मैं बता चुका हूं. एनी पिक्चर दैट यू सी हैज गॉट थ्री इंग्रेडिएंट्स: ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, ऑब्जेक्ट्स एंड द एनवायरमेंट. एक एग्जाम्पल और अपने दिमाग में ले आइए. जस्ट कंसिडर एन एग्जाम्पल दैट you find a person, a man, should we say, about 25 years, in the background of some buildings. The person is seen walking, maybe on the pavement. यानी एक अर्बन बैकग्राउंड में एक पेवमेंट है, एक रास्ता है, उसके ऊपर आप देख रहे हैं कि एक 25 years का पर्सन is walking. Finding out a person of 25 years of age on the pavement walking is perception. Now, what is the purpose of his walk? Is he going away from home? Is he going to office? Is he going to the market? Is he returning from some task, work? यानी उस व्यक्ति का क्या पर्पस ऑफ वॉकिंग है? दिस इज अ परसेप्शन. तो यंग फ्रेंड्स, जब मैं ये कहता हूं कि यू आर गिवन 30 seconds टू वॉच दिस पिक्चर, इसका मतलब है कि विद इन दीज 30 seconds you have to perceive the picture first. Perceive it thoroughly. Perceive its all elements, all ingredients. They could be human beings, it could be objects, or it could be the environment. And please integrate the three things. The integration of human beings, objects, and the environment is called as situation. Now you call the instructions given by the psychologist. What does he say? What led to the situation? यानी अब यहां पे आपका purpose, to draw a purpose from the situation, or to connect a purpose in the given situation. This becomes a perception. Friends, there is a very strong purpose of asking you to write a story on the given situation or given picture. इसका एक military connotation है. It has got a link with the task profile of a military officer. Through this process, we are intending to find out certain qualities which are required in a fighter. And the first one is to perceive this situation. But sadly and very unfortunately, I've seen it also multiple times and over years, there's hardly any exception. The trend is that the candidates, the moment they see a picture, they spend just about 3 to 4 seconds on the screen, and immediately they go on the control find mode, control F mode, and they start recalling the particular theme or task that could fit in this particular situation. Friends, remember, if your perception is inaccurate, if in your perception you are not in a position to register or see certain things which could otherwise alter the whole situation, whole complexion of the situation. Here, if you have already practiced a story and you are trying to connect that story to that particular situation, I'm afraid it will appear to be something from a preoccupied mind. And one of the reasons why most of the candidates do not do well in thematic apperception test is the preoccupation of mind. In my guidance programs, I elaborate this point with the help of certain example pictures. अब मैं आपको एक छोटी सी मैं पिक्चर दिखाना चाहता हूं, just to drive home the point or elaborate my intent. What is the importance of watching or perceiving the picture leisurely and then attaching the apperception? Wait for just a few seconds. Young friends, look at this picture. What do you see here? Most of the candidates, they take it as a group of students. They're watching or they're looking at the notice board rather curiously. I don't have any objection to this perception. मुझे इसके ऊपर कोई भी ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं है. और जो आप देख रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे एक स्टूडेंट्स का ग्रुप है, वो नोटिस बोर्ड के ऊपर देख रहा है, ठीक है, इट्स ओके, एब्सोल्युटली फाइन. लेकिन अगर आप और ध्यान से देखेंगे इसको, now you will find that there is one person who is standing behind. He is not very close to the group. He is just watching. This person, if you critically perceive, is standing out. He is not the part of the group. लेकिन ये, the judgment or the conclusion about this person can be drawn only when you are watching the things critically. Young friends, मेरा ख्याल है कि आपने मेरी बात को ठीक से समझ लिया होगा कि instead of being in a hurry and take the entire, the student lot as a group, with your critical perception, with your critical attention, you will find one person who is not the part of that group. जब आपका ये perception change होगा, when you will apply this criticality in perception, certainly there will be something different. जो आप थीम बनाएंगे, जो आप let's say the task देंगे हीरो को, that certainly will be different from the one the perception in which you take the entire lot as one group. तो मेरा ख्याल है यंग फ्रेंड्स, आप मेरी बात समझ रहे हैं कि यू हैव टू यूटिलाइज योर 30 सेकेंड्स. आई एम रीइटरेटिंग, मैं आपसे दोबारा कह रहा हूं कि in other than TAT no test you will get extra time or a time to see or perceive the stimulus. Young friends, please try to understand that the thematic or perception test, and again I am saying this is not for the last time, I'll keep on repeating, in your own interest, please take TAT as the strongest picture, the strongest test in the psychological test battery, and please utilize your 30 seconds in perceiving the picture critically. Young friends, इसी तरीके से आपको ऑथेंटिक नॉलेज और टिप्स के लिए please keep visiting my YouTube channel. And I mention here my numbers for psych mentorship, dossier evaluation, and personal counseling. You are most welcome to contact me on these numbers, and the Telegram handle is also mentioned here to please contact me. Young friends, मैं ग्रुप कैप्टन AK Srivastava, your psych mentor and analyst. आज के लिए इतना ही. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a nice day.